Hello everyone, this is it. This is the last stage of this 2022 Tour de France. Welcome, my name is Sandrine and this is episode 17 of How in the World Do You Pronounce It, where I help you make sense, pronounce, and practice all the challenging French names of cities and mountain peaks of Stage 21, Paris La Défense Arena, to Paris Champs-Elysées of this 2022 edition of the Tour de France. I am a native of France and I want to demystify the French language. Remember some of my tips to help you pronounce the French language? I encourage you to exaggerate your vowels. I will teach you the easy way to pronounce the French R. We will do what I call the banana smile. We will take a good breath before pronouncing most names. And as maybe the first rule of the French club, please do not pay attention to the spelling of the French language. That will be really helpful. All right, quick side note, I will be continuing, yes, and cover the upcoming Tour de France Femmes for the women tour, which starts today, this Sunday, the 24th. It will last for the whole week, and they will arrive in La Super Planche des Belles Filles next Sunday or the following Sunday. Well, yeah, next Sunday. So let's keep up with the ladies and learn even more French names and how to pronounce them together. All right. Now, I am going to say all the names of this Stage 21 in a row for you French speakers out there. And then I will break them down. So here we go. Departure will be from Paris La Défense Arena. And next will be Rueil-Malmaison, Vaucresson, La Selle-Saint-Cloud, Rennes-Moulins, Saint-Cyr-l'École, Versailles, Côte du Pavé des Gardes, Chaville, Issy-les-Moulineaux, premier passage sur la ligne d'arrivée, troisième passage, Paris haut des Champs-Elysées, cinquième passage, septième passage et Paris Champs-Elysées. All right, now let's break these down. Let's go for it for one last time for the gentlemen, the boys, gentlemen, the writers. All right, departure from Paris La Défense Arena. All right, so Paris, yeah, again, typical of the French language. We do not pronounce the last letter here. So again, do not pay attention to the spelling. Paris. Paris here, we have a typical French A, and we have the typical French R, which is the letter R, which is R. So, R is pronounced by, basically, it's a breath. And while you exhale, you make sure your tongue is down in your mouth and it stays there. It doesn't move at all. So it sounds like this. R, R. And to help you pronounce it and practice it, I have two tips. The first one is the one we will use a lot in this video, which basically where you just inhale first, you take a good breath to pronounce most anything. It will always help. So you inhale, and then you get ready to exhale and keep your tongue down in your mouth like so. R, r, right? And if you want to keep on practicing on your own, my tip is to just do the same, but keep a finger on your tongue. And the finger helps you realize, realize that, your tongue stays down. It stays down below, all at the bottom of your mouth and your jaws. All right? So, again, r, r. And here, the sound h will go into what I call and refer to as the banana smile, a big smile. And the reason is, in French, you really need to be able to differentiate between the E, banana smile, E, big smile, banana smile sound, and E. E, just like in café, for instance. Café, E, E. E is pronounced when the air that comes out, that you exhale to pronounce it, goes up your mouth and your jaws, if you will. It goes up and it's kind of nasal. E, a tiny bit. But at least the big difference is the E is a big smile, it's a banana smile, and the E is up there. It's up. It moves up. So it's a really important distinction. It will help you in the long term. So I highly recommend you to try to differentiate these two. All right, so if we go back, what we have is a, r, I. And with the consonants, well, actually there's just one. That would be Paris, 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 right? That's how we pronounce Paris. Paris, Paris, Paris. Let's take a good breath. Paris. Now here the name is not over, so I'm going to make it sound more like this. Paris. So you can try many ways. It doesn't matter. It's just for me, I have to keep going. So Paris. La. So again, typical French A. A. La. Défense. Défense. So there you go. Here we do have the E I was talking about. So again, when you exhale, your breath goes up your mouth. I mean, it's not a smile or it's not a E. That's what I mean. It's not a smiling movement of your lips and your mouth. Okay? So E. And I mean, sorry, E. That's what, please. That's the one I'm talking about. E. As in café, right? Café. D, D. Here we have D, D. And next we have fonce, fon. So let me go with fon, 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 en, fonce, fonce, fonce. En. So I would say en, you can think about restaurant, restaurant, en. This is the same sound here. En. Fon, fon, fon. Fonce, fonce. Défense. So again, D, fonce, fonce. And together, défense. Let's try together with a good breath. Défense. Défense. La défense. La défense. Right? arena, arena. So again, the and remember, just exaggerate, just open up your vowels. This is very important. It will help you big time. So again, and here it comes up twice. So then the French R, so re. Remember, tongue stays at the bottom, and you just exhale. Re. So re. And it goes into e again. E. Re, re, re. Take a good breath. Re, re, re. So far we have a, re. And it ends with na. So the a, na. Arena. Let's do it together. Take a good breath. Arena. Arena, right? So, as a whole, yeah, we make it difficult, right? That's the reason why I wanted to do this. So, let's go. Let's take a good breath. Or at least, let me say it once, and then we'll work it together. Paris La Défense Arena. All right, let's do it together ensemble. Let's take a good breath. Paris La Défense Arena. Voilà. Next, they will arrive at kilometer 1.8, au kilomètre 1,8. It's actually a tricky one even for people in the area. I worked in this town years ago, and people pronounce it differently, but I will go with this pronunciation. Reuil, Reuil. Now, if you know a little French, you might know of the word. It's a funny word that a lot of French speakers or students of French learn early on, and it's écureuil. It means squirrel. Well, it's the same sound here, if that helps. Reuil, reuil. So let's break it down. It starts with the French R, which is re, right? Again and again. Re, re, re. Take a good breath. Re, re. And basically goes into This is a forward movement of your jaws. Forward. Jaws, lips, mouth, whatever you want, but specifically the jaws. And it goes into ya. So, œil. But then, wait, there's more. Reuil. So let's take a good breath and do it together ensemble. Reuil. Right? Now, I need to keep going. So, reuil. Malmaison. All right, let's break this down. It's easier than you think. So, first we have the A again sound, the A sound. Do it right. A. And here, I think I can break it down this way. I'm going to go this way. So, A in mal. Maison. You might know this word. It means house, home. But let me break it down still. So, maison, mais. Zon. So, yes, the funny on French sound, right? On. Pretty closed up and nasal. On. With a z. Zon. Maison. maison. Take a good breath with me, avec moi. Maison, right? Maison. So this part together sounds like this. Malmaison. Malmaison, right? Let's do it together ensemble. Malmaison, right? So, as a whole, it sounds like this. Reuil Malmaison. And let's try it together. Let's take a good breath. Reuil Malmaison. There you go. All right, next we'll be at kilometer 10, au kilomètre 10, and they will arrive in Vaucresson. Oh, we can do this. We can do this. Let's go. So, first, it starts with the... So, let me break down a few of these sounds first. We have O, O, O. We have again, forward movement, and we have on again, on. All right, and of course we have a few consonants. So we have, well, we do have the French R, r. Okay. Now, the tricky part will be to pronounce it in between consonants, but this is why I'm here. So let's go. First, we start with vo, 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 k, 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 okay, k, and r, r, r. So again, take a good breath, and while you exhale, your tongue needs to stay down below and just stay there, stuck there, if you will, right? And here you want to accentuate the sound a little bit with a forward movement of your jaws. Son, son, son. Que, son, son. Que, and then we need to merge them together. So that's the tricky part. Let's go for it. Que, we're going to take a good breath and merge them. Que, so we can go que, and then we go faster. Cre, son. Cresson. Cresson. And let's start at the beginning. Let's take a good breath for that one. Vaucresson. Again, encore a good breath. Vaucresson. And voila. Next we'll be at kilometer 13.5, au kilomètre 13,5, and they will arrive in La Selle Saint-Cloud. We can do this. Let's go. La, la, Selle, 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 selle. And here is the first saint of the stage. We're gonna have, two. So we're gonna have another one. So saint, if you watched or listened to previous episodes, we had many names with saints, and this one is Saint Cloud, if you will, in English, but don't pay too much attention to that. In French, it's Saint Cloud, ooh, right? Ooh, and it's a closed up ooh, Clou. That's a cute clue, I hope, but it's Clou. So, Saint-Cloud, right? So, we go back, and as a whole, it sounds like this. La selle sans clou. Let's do it together ensemble. Take a good breath. La selle sans clou. All right, next will be at kilometer 21.8, au kilomètre 21,8, and they will arrive, your favorite riders, I hope, will arrive in Rennes-Moulins. Rennes-Moulins. So we start off here with the French R. So again and again. First take a good breath, but basically the action is in exhaling and keeping the tongue down in your mouth. So, right? And here it goes into a e. Re. I would say re. Rennes. And then we have mou. Same ou as clou, sans clou, that we just did. Clou, so mou. L'un, un as in number one, numéro un, as in, I know, again, Dunkerque, which was the departure of stage 4 this year. Un, l'un, moulin, take a good breath. Moulin, right? So as a whole, it sounds like this. Rennes-Moulins. Let's do it together, ensemble. We take a good breath. Rennes-Moulins. We did it. Next, they will arrive at kilometer 31.2, au kilomètre 31,2 in Saint-Cyr-l'École. Now, here's another saying. I think it's the last one, for this stage. So, saint in French is saint again. Un, again. Un, saint. And then we do have a banana smile. So, E, big smile. E, exaggerate it. Go for it. So, E will be, and it will be a banana smile, E followed by the R. Ir, cire. Cire. So far we have Saint-Cyr, right? That's why you see, this is exactly why you want to just emphasize, exaggerate your vowels so you can differentiate them. Saint-Cyr, l'école. So les, e again, as in café, and it's not a E, right? You can tell. So listen, cyr, les, right? If needed, close your eyes. It will help your ears focus on the sounds. Cyr, banana smile. Les, it's a E. E, it's up more. It goes up, if you will. Les, colle. L'école. Let's do it together ensemble. Take a good breath. L'école. Right? Which literally means the school. L'école. So, as a whole, what do we have? We have Saint-Cyr-l'École. Let's do it together. Ensemble, we take a good breath. Saint-Cyr-l'École. There we have it. We go next to kilometer 36.1 au kilomètre 36,1. And they will arrive in Versailles. Yes. And it's Château. So, Versailles, let's break it down. Vers. Typically in French, when you see all those ER in a name, not at the end, but among the name, beginning, middle, it will be pronounced R. That's what happens, for instance, in Dunkerque, Erk, right? It's much more, if you will, Germanic in the way it's pronounced, right? So here we have, again, vers, of course, Versailles. So we have sa, a, French a, ya, I, right? I, Versailles. All right, let's do it together. Take a good breath. Versailles. Very good, because I know this one, a lot of people know how to pronounce it. All right, next we'll be at kilometer 41.6 au kilomètre 41,6, and they will climb to Côte du Pavé des Gardes. All right, let's break it down. First we have Côte, and if you've been watching, you are already pretty familiar with this term, côte, which is coasting. It's coasting. It's a hill, if you will, a hill. Côte, côte, côte. Du. So the U sound is pronounced by making a droopy face. You drop your jaws, your mouth, your lips, and it should sound like U. It's very droopy. U. Du. Côte du. Côte. So again, I have a little bit of a E here, or a little with a forward movement of your jaws. Côte. Côte du Pavé. Pa, pa. V, E, right? Up your jaws, up your mouth, towards your nose, if you will. Not a E, not a banana smile. I need to work on my vowels too in English, right? Should follow my own advice here. So E, V, pavé, du pavé, côte du pavé, des. So we have twice the sound E, right? Pavé des gardes. A, R, D. With a tiny bit of a, but D, if you will. So A, R, D. Arde. I know it's tricky, right? Arde. Garde. Let's take a good breath together. Garde. Des gardes. Pavé des gardes. So it's pretty long. So Let's go back. Let me say it as a whole and we'll practice it together. So, côte du pavé des gardes. Let's do it together ensemble. Take a good breath. Côte du pavé des gardes. We did it. You did it. Next is at kilometer 43.3, au kilomètre 43,3, and they will arrive in, it might be the easiest so far, Chaville. Chaville. So here we have A, again, typical French A, A. And a banana smile, I. V, ville. You know, ville, town, city, town. Ville, Chaville, Chaville. Chaville. Let's do it together. Let's go for it. Chaville. All right. Next. They will arrive at kilometer 46.7, au kilomètre 46,7 in. So there's a lot of vowels here and a few banana smiles. So I think we have 3. Let's go. It sounds like this. Ici, les moulineaux. Sounds so French, right? So here we go. Let me break it down. So first we have twice the sound, the banana smile, the sound I. Ici, 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 right? So, ici, 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 les. So, again, this is a prime example of the difference between the I and the E. Ici, les moulineaux. So it goes like this. Mou, we went through this before, earlier. Mou. Li, another banana smile. I. Li. Mouli. Mouli. No. Think about a no with a French accent. No. So far we have moulineaux. Let's do it together ensemble with a good breath. Moulineaux. All right? So as a whole, it sounds like this. Ici, les moulineaux. Let's do it together. Ensemble, we take a good breath and we exaggerate our vowels. And let's go. Ici, les moulineaux. All right, next will be at kilometer 61.2, au kilomètre 61,2. And this will be the first of the seven loops. So we call it in French the first crossing on the finish line. So let me say it, but I don't think you want to practice it too much, right? So, premier passage sur la ligne d'arrivée. And I don't believe you want to learn that, but if you do, you let me know in the comments below, and I'm happy to help you with that. I'll just say it one more time. Premier passage sur la ligne d'arrivée. So again, it means first crossing on the finish line. So at kilometer 74.8, au kilomètre 74,8, they will go on the third, the troisième, the third one, Next, at kilometer 75.6, au kilomètre 75,6, they will arrive in this is important. They will arrive in Paris des Champs-Elysées. All right, so this is getting serious here, right? This is the upper part of the Champs-Elysées. All right, so let's go for it. Let's break it down. So again, Paris, 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 Paris. So O, I know. Again, don't look at it too much. Don't look at the spelling too much because it sounds just like a O. See, sometimes French is easy. At least the way it's pronounced. O, so O. O means high, and I would say in this context it means it's the up and upper part. D, so let me go back. Paris, O, D, D. Champs-Elysées. All right, let's go for this one. Most people, know how to pronounce it. Let's go for it. Champs, Z. This is important, okay? Z, E. So the E sound is pronounced twice here. So first, I will say Z, li, banana smile, E. See, this is why I wanted you to make sure you can tell the difference between the two. So Z, li, banana smile, li, Z again. So basically you have twice the sound Z, right? First and last. Z, li, Z. And that's the ticket to pronounce Champs-Elysées, right? Now, let's do it again. Champs-Elysées. Un, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 syllables pretty much. So let's take a good breath and do it together. Champs-Elysées. 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 Right? And I just want to point out that for English speakers, it can be confusing because when you see this name, Champs-Elysées, you think of champs, right? Champions, champs. And try to forget about that because then it confuses your understanding of your brain into thinking it's champs. And it's not, because in French, this word means fields. All right? This is referred to the Greek, if I'm right, the Greek fields of the Élysée. So, Champs-Elysées has nothing to do with champs. It just so happens that, it's cool because we have all these champs running down the Champs-Elysées. I wanted to point that out. All right. So, next at kilometer 88.4, au kilomètre 88,4, they will pass the 5th crossing of the finish line. So, 5e passage. And then at kilometer 102, they will go through the 7e passage. And finally, they will get to the finish line, l'arrivée, at kilometer 115.6, au kilomètre 155,6. in Paris Champs-Elysées. Right? So Paris, Paris, Champs-Elysées. Again, it's all about the E and all about the E and E. So, E, I, E, Zélysées, Champs-Élysées, Champs-Élysées. And yes, you can, there is a famous French song, a French song called Les Champs-Élysées, The Champs-Élysées, by Joe Dassin, which was, he was born American. Actually, Joe Dassin was born American. His father was an American filmmaker. I recommend his film noir. He made very interesting thrillers, or film noir in the 40s, 50s, right? 50s. So his son, Joe Dassin, had a big career in France and French-speaking countries, especially in France. And he wrote this song, Oh, Champs-Élysées. So you can check that out. He says it very well. He had a very good French accent. So there you go. And this is it. This is it. We're done. Whoever will win will hopefully have fun right there, arriving in Paris Champs-Élysées. And we are done with the men, the boys, the gentlemen here for the tour. I am going to continue with the ladies. I am doing the French, the femme. So it used to be called la course, but now that it's officially more official, because they finally, the ladies are riding for a whole week, and it's called Le Tour de France Femme. Femme means women. So I will be covering this, and it starts today, Sunday. They are leaving from Paris, the Eiffel Tower, Paris Tour Eiffel, and they will arrive next Sunday in La Super Planche des Belles Filles. So we'll work on that next time. Or actually, I will link my video about their first stage, the ladies' first stage. You can look for it in the description. Maybe I'll try to put it on the screen. So I will try to do that. It's a busy day for me for recording all these, but it's really exciting. And I will see you then. Thank you, everyone. Bye.